Howdy again, folks. We are back for week 11 of Pokemon Draft League. This is going to be myself, the Ambercrag Excadrills, against Drew and his Wattalanga Woopers. Apologize for the lack of game audio. I tried troubleshooting it for ages and couldn't figure it out, but nevertheless, we persist. So he's bringing Hawlucha, Quagsire, Yara, Colossal, Golurk, and Crocodile. Interesting mismatch of things. I'm going to lead with Skarmory because outside of Colossal, it matches up really well against the rest of his team. Colossal could be a problem for me. I wasn't expecting that to come in, and we're very weak to fire, so we'll see how that goes. And he leads with Colossal, so we're already on the back foot here because this is the one thing that I did not want him to lead with. So we're definitely not going to stay in here, but the issue is I don't really have anything that takes a fire move. So we're kind of boned here. I feel like I have to go to Mimikyu. I don't want to, but like I don't know that anything else can take a fire hit and like deal something back, so I'm gonna have to just go right into it. So yeah, it does go for Flamethrower. I'm just gonna Drain Punch for damage because weirdly this thing is a massive threat to my entire team. It does about 40%. We'll heal back our Disguise. Take some Life Orb recoil. He's gonna go for Meteor Beam now, which is going to be powered up by the Power Herb. This is gonna hurt a lot. And gone. Alright, well, not a good start. Colossal KOs Mimikyu with Meteor Beam. So we're already down one here. I'm gonna go into Heliolisk now that I have a free switch. And I'm not choiced in any way, so even if he does decide to switch into something, we can mix up moves and hopefully just hit whatever he brings in. And he decides to just leave this in, so PT Cruiser is gone. Heliolisk KOs PT with Surf. Oh, alright, well, that's like the biggest threat to my team down. It cost us Mimikyu, but such is life when you bring pretty much everything that's weak to fire, so... He might bring in Quagsire thinking he's safe from Heliolisk, but we have Grass Knot on this thing, which it's not going to appreciate if he does bring that in. So he goes into Crocodile. I have no reason to stay in on this when I have Skarmory, and even if he goes for like Fire Fang or Thunder Fang, Skarmory I feel is bulky enough to tank it, so... Goes for Brick Break, and we'll tank that easily, get the Rocky Helmet chip going. I'm going to get up a layer of spikes because I don't know that there's anything he can do about it. And he's going to switch anyway, so solid turn there. Goes into Penelope, the shiny quag. See, the thing is, like, I don't know what this can even do to us, but I'm gonna try and toxic it. Because if I put this on a timer, that's just grand, and we do hit, so that's perfect. Okay, goes for Scald. That's gonna hurt. Maybe will burn us, but it doesn't. That's good news for us. And now we can pretty comfortably just roost off that damage. Because even if he burns us, I don't really care because we don't have an attacking move. Scalds again. Burns us this time, which is fine. So that is going to chip us down, but we can get another layer of spikes here and then maybe roost on the next turn. I have to be careful because Skarmory is kind of my win condition against him because I need it for Crook and potentially Golurk and Bisharp. So I can't let this die or get too low. So I'm going to roost here. If he predicts that and goes for Earthquake, that would be a good play, but we're way more defensive than we are special defensive, so he does predict it, good play. But we are very defensive. It still does a pretty solid chunk. And I'm just slowly whittling this thing down with Toxic Poison, which is good for us. So I'll roost again. I have no reason not to. Because now that he's going for Earthquake, predicting the roost, I can't safely go to Heliolisk on the Scald. I'm going to recover here. Still going to take a big chunk from Toxic. You might want to switch and reset that. But I'm going to get the final layer of spikes up. Yeah, so he does switch, not wanting that to continue to rack up. Goes into Banjo. So this thing could be banded with like Thunderfang or Firefang or Ice Fang, some sort of Fang. I don't know that I really want to take something like that, but at the same time, like, we don't really have a safe switch unless he goes for Thunderfang, but I'm not going to be that ballsy to predict that. Let's go for a Body Press here. Let's go on the offensive. So it is Thunderfang. We could have gone... Oh, wow, and we dodged. That's brutal. I mean, again, I don't know that it would have done all that much just because we're crazy defensive, but that is very unfortunate. So I'm assuming that he's choiced into that because he switched the last time he went for Brick Break. So I'm going to predict another Thunderfang to come out and we go to Toph safely, hopefully. Yeah, so he goes for Thunderfang again, won't affect us. And now we can pretty safely get up Rocks. Because I feel like he's going to have to switch. I feel like he's either Scarfed or Banded. So he does switch. Goes into Vladislav, the amazingly nicknamed Golurk. Get our Rocks up. So this thing is very scary, but again, we have Skarmory, so I don't have a reason to stay in. We do have the Shuckaberry for a ground type move, but if I still have... So he goes for Drain Punch anyway, so he'll get some HP back from that. It's a fair amount back, actually. Takes the Rocky Helmet chip. See, him letting Colossal die early was really key for us because that was his ability to break through Skarmory, and now he kind of just has a bunch of physical attackers that can't really break. So keeping Skarmory healthy and around and getting rid of Colossal was pretty huge because now he can't pressure us with Colossal and continue going for fire moves, which really threatens the rest of my team too. I'll just go for a Toxic here, put this on a timer. He's going to switch. Goes back into Banjo. It's going to take spikes and rocks, so I don't know if it even lives. It does just barely. So we put the Toxic on this, so it's going to get one crack at us, I think. Unless Toxic damage happens right away. Which it does, alright. So that's a dead Crocodile. Skarmory KOs Crook with Toxic. So yeah, again, bringing Colossal was smart on his part, but letting it die early when he really needed it for Skarmory, that hurt his team for sure. So now he's going to Swords Dance up with Hawlucha, which is very scary. I hope this Toxic doesn't miss, and it doesn't. So at the very least, we put this on a timer, but this could potentially start breaking through our entire team. So we have to be careful. I feel like he's going to go for Close Combat, which at this range might knock us out, and we don't have Mimikyu anymore, so I guess we can just try and Roost and get some more poison damage going, but I don't know if there's a lot we can do about it. He does go for Close Combat and does knock us out. So Hawlucha KOs Skarm with Close Combat. Well, at least he took some Helmet Chip there, but now he gets his Unburden with the White Herb. So now he's faster than my entire team. And I think he knocks out our entire team, to be honest with you. What don't we need at this point? I think Heliolisk is probably our most valuable, just because it hits everything left on his team. So I think at this point, we might just have to start sacking stuff. I'll see if Azelf can take a hit. I doubt it. But let's just go for a Psyshock. He'll probably knock us out with Acrobatics. Yeah. So this is going to hurt, and we're gone. So Hawlucha KOs Azelf with Acro. Takes a little bit more Poison Chip. So I don't know that Rabombi is all that useful. See, we're just choosing sacks now because I don't have anything that can outspeed this once he activated Unburden. And I don't even know if we're going to be faster after a Quiver Dance, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to mess around. I'm just going to go for Moonblast. I don't think we're going to live an Acrobatics. Unfortunately, I didn't put Focus Sash on this thing, so that's going to knock us out. Hawlucha KOs Ribombee with Acro. Oh boy, this is ugly. Again, I think we need Heliolisk to just hopefully clutch it at the end. But this is going to be close. So, oh, I don't even think we can win because Yara has Sucker Punch. Oof. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think we're kind of boned here. Because he's going to go for close combat here and knock us out regardless of what we go to. I probably should have baited the close combat earlier, like gone into drill and then... Oh, and he has Roost. No! I forgot about the Roost. I could have gone for Earthquake there, but that is very unfortunate. Rock Slide still does a pretty decent amount. Oh. If... I don't think he can... I don't think he can afford to Roost again, but we have to go for Earthquake in case he does. Okay, so he doesn't do that. He goes for close combat and knocks us out. Oh my goodness. Hawlucha KOs Excadrill with CC. Drew, you menace. Hawlucha, you menace. So thank God we got the Toxic on this thing, because otherwise it would have just run train through us. So Skarmory KOs Hawlucha with Toxic. So Hawlucha's gone, but we have to get through Yara, Quagsire, and Golurk. So he goes to Quagsire first. Oh boy. So this is so sketch. I don't know that we're going to live a Sucker Punch from Bisharp. And that's what it's going to come down to. So Grass Knot this. Gone. So Heliolisk KOs Quag with Grass Knot. This is going to be so close. So I'm not afraid of Golurk, really, because I think we can knock it out after it takes all the hazard damage, unless he's heavy duty boots, which I don't think he is, because I think he might have already taken damage. Goes into it now. Yeah, it takes a ton from spikes, a little bit more from rocks. So I think this thing weighs a ton. So I could go for Grass Knot. Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's go for Grass Knot again. Maybe give him the false sense of security that we can't switch up moves. Boom. Okay. So Heliolisk KOs Golurk with Grass Knot. Oh, can we clutch it? Can we clutch it at the end? It's going to come down to Yara. Can she kill us with a Sucker Punch? Oh man, this is going to be wild. And the other thing is we have to hit a freaking Focus Miss. So fingers crossed, I guess. He's going to go for Sucker Punch. Does it knock us out? Oh, it does. We go down, our first loss of the season. Touché, Drew. Great game. Oh my goodness, what a game. That was great fun. Very well played. Hawlucha just... I didn't have an answer. I should have put Focus Sash on something, but GG.